Hello and welcome to March 2018 Energy Trends with Danielle Rama Hoffman of Divine Transmissions. So as we're entering into this third month, March of 2018, there's a lot that Thoth and the Council of Light have to share with you, transmit with you. So without further ado, let's begin. This is Thoth with Sanat Kamara, the Venus ray, the Emerald ray, and an extended Council of Light, including the Rose panel, beings of light that are moving more into the forefront of this divine transmission. We will open with some light language. The language of light is a way to be interdimensionally communicating, multidimensionally communicating with your higher self, with your totality. Samano sutoya katano sama tankatoi satatina sakaya. As we have mentioned, 2018 is an 11-year or a 2-year in the single digits. Sakatumma satatatuya. As February has come to a place of completion and was a 2-month, homasan tantano sitiniana satiwa, it was like an accelerated jump into 2018. Not to say that everything you experienced in February will be what you will continue to experience for the rest of the year. For some of what you experienced in February was to really put a period at the end of some ways of being. Hasatankatanania, a completion energy. Sakatina satatia. And so as we're moving into March, which is a 3-month, there is the recognition of where the threes come into play. 2 is the couple, the partnering, the duo, sakatina satan tam tunanaya. And 3 is also the combination of 2 individuals and the third thing that gets created between them. For example, sakatankutunia nanda satatia kayatiwa, kweshitinia sankatiwa. So, for example, there is Danielle, your divine transmitter, and there is me, Thoth, Takatina Satania. And then there is the third thing that gets co-created between us. Kamasan toyana tiwa satatina, kwetina sotoya kaitiwa. So there is you, and then there is really those that you are in a relationship with, your friends and family and colleagues and so on. Tankatina nana sotoya kaitiwa. And then there is also the aspects of your life, your health or your wealth or your happiness, your mind, your body, your emotions. And then there is the co-creation between your body, your mind, your emotions. Between you and your health, between you and your finances. So the number 3 and the energy of March is a beautiful pathway to be aware of the communion. Sakatina nana santa tania moya satatia. The abundant support, Kaisang katana satatina noyatiwa kantatina nana. And that which may have been unseen. Haisang katam putuya satatuya manania sankatina nania. So as you're entering into March, you may have the awareness, suya satantina nania, of a greater possibility to move beyond living primarily through the filters of your body, your mind, your emotions, to be coming from your totality. Sakatuya sakatuya nanasitiwa. There's you as you know yourself to be, and part of how you recognize yourself to be is through your thoughts, your body, and your emotions. Sankatoya nanania. Yet then there's you, the capital Y you, the divine you, the multidimensional you, the higher self you. Kasatoma santatana sititiwa kaya santatiwa. And that you, Tayasankatiya Kaya, includes your body, your mind, your emotions, yet much more. Kaitina Shutuya Satatina. March is a beautiful month if you choose to be really calibrating your communion with yourself to be much more vast and expansive, to be coming from your totality. You have learned everything that there is to learn from our perspective, from bouncing between a thought, an emotion, and a body sensation, hasatoya nanania, and certainly in separation from one another. So in the old paradigm, you may have a thought. Maybe that thought is a slower vibrational thought. Or you would have an emotion. Or you would have a body sensation, which in survival consciousness were signals to be paying attention to needing to survive. And in unity consciousness, your body, your mind, your emotions are included as a way you have the blessing and the joy to experience yourself, yet not like endlessly chasing your tail or the hamster that's on the wheel. There's the wholeness and the interconnectedness to even more of you, kaishitiwakuya, to be coming from your totality. And we understand that your sympathetic nervous system is there to keep you safe, Sumpatang katina soyata katiwa, to alert you of any potential danger. Yet the sympathetic nervous system has gotten overactive, as from our perspective at times, has the intellectual mind, katina satatiya, and the slower vibrational emotions. Kamasanta toyana natina sitiwa. So March is a choice point. The choice is always yours to explore what would it be like to be coming from oneness with yourself, to be coming from communion with yourself, to be coming from totality with yourself, and to be co-creating with your divine self, with your higher self, with your multi-dimensional self. So then rather than figuring something out, you know, you have an awareness, you're in the flow, Sankatana sotoya kaitina sotoya. So this is the first theme of March. And we would let that cook a little bit while we go into the second theme. And then we'll complete with a transmission to support that choice if you're choosing it. So the other aspect of March is that it really is a time to access greater support and accessing your higher self, accessing your multidimensional self, accessing yourself as a divine being incarnate is a way to access greater support. And yet we also mean that there may be places and spaces where you've bumped up against like the threshold of how much you're being or doing kanananda satoya kaitiwa with the current levels of support that you have. Kamana patana si tatankatina nanati. Koe satatina hana sitiwa koe nia nanania toya kanka. And so as there is this perhaps sense of a deepening into support, hana satoya karnina no sanka, and perhaps an outgrowing of the current levels of support that you have, hasatoya tanka toya nina nania, you're invited to really, as the second theme, come from your totality as the first theme. The second theme is to be deepening the support that you have in the month of March and also for the rest of the year. And so that deepening of support can be energetic support, kamasun tatenia nania, support with the beings of light and your unique council of light. It may be the support of really, depending on you, deeper nutritional support or deeper support through your home environment or deeper support of your physical body with exercise, or deeper support in your evolution with books or learnings. And then there may also be support of like having other individuals incarnate supporting what you're up to, that you hire someone to be taking care of things that you can take care of, yet aren't really in your genius. For the evolution in consciousness and being in unity consciousness is also shifting from the sense of isolation and you have to do it all yourself to this we, this cooperation, collaboration, inclusion, co-creation. Sakatanko pantatana satankatia. And the primary facet of support is with your divine self, katatantutuya, and to be co-creating with your higher self, your multidimensional self, your divine self. Satankuya sankatatia. The other aspect as we look at March in the larger scheme of 2018 is that 2018, it is also about accessing frequencies and vibrations from across the multiverse that you, in a bespoke way, have been asking for. Evolution is simultaneously outgrowing something that's no longer needed and then growing into or evolving into that which is. So this support may also be coming in forms that are vibrational from across the multiverse or different light technologies. And we would also really bring in the energy of support of the flows of being resourced, allowing your time to support you, allowing your money to support you, allowing your energy to support you, allowing your resourced state to be supportive. So the first theme in March is to really be accessing and co-creating with the divine you, Hasatoya Nanania. And the second theme is really to amplify the support. So if you've been putting off something that would give you more support, this is a great month to move on it. So we would invite you to, if you choose, to close your eyes and to recognize that part of what we're suggesting is on the internal realm, how you connect to yourself, and an aspect of this is also on the external realm. Anasuya tankatia, the way that you may be configuring your life so that you're more supported. Anasuya kayaniya nanananya. And so we would bring forward some light codes to amplify the capacity to choose, hanasiti wakweshi, and not to go into a choice, yet here is the capacity to choose some light codes. Anywhere that you've been choosing a finite possibility when there's actually an infinite possibility, as you're coming from your infinite self, would you choose to bring that finite choice back in the wholeness, back in the oneness, back in the source from which it came? Anywhere that you may have given your choice to someone or something outside of you that is no longer a reflection of who it is that you've become, and perhaps never was, would you be willing to fold that back in the oneness, back in the wholeness, back in the source from which it came? Anywhere that you're choosing not to choose, would you perhaps choose again to choose, to have full access to your choice? And what you choose is a whole nother step. Here, we're liberating together, if you choose, the capacity to choose. Then, if you choose to come from your totality, your divine self, your higher self, rather than flip-flopping between a slower vibrational thought or emotion or body sensation, then you can choose that. Yet that's the next piece. Good. And now we would bring forward some sound and some light language, now that you have greater access to choice, to really be tuning into your divine self and the possibility of really accessing living from your higher self, not something you have to try, but just like as a state of being. Divine being, within and without, we are speaking with you. Divine being, within and without, we are communing with you. Divine being, that has the totality of all within and without. We are communing with you. Asa usutuya kantatana asataya. March is the loving embrace, to embrace, if you choose, your divine self. Now we are bringing in key codes for support, because we know your old stories around support. And we know the old paradigm around support. Yet, in March, coming from your totality, there's a recognition that all that exists within each and every moment, all that there is exists within each and every moment, and your capacity to perceive it and to access the support from it is that internal shift that changes everything. So March can be a treasure hunt, looking for the support that already exists in your life right now. And as you focus on the support that you're already choosing and in alignment with, it amplifies even greater support. So support in divine wholeness is now being transmitted, placed on the altar for you to pick up or not. Hisui masankata muisan tuisa sinkan kuya tika kaya nasa tia sata tuya manasa hoya satanga sitatano suya creator being asam puya sanka Suya nana nia, divine being, masam koya saya, infinite being, anu suya saya tina sanka, infinite support, tanka puya santa no sina nana nino nuya, divine, hana sanka tanto nia, nourishment, tanka puya nanasia. Sankopoya Santatia, creator being. Where have you been creating a lack of support? Sankatuya, Sankatana Nuya, so that you could garner all that there was to garner. Hoya Sankatana Nia Nanania. From being in separation consciousness, Sankotuya Nanania. Now you have garnered it. Hananoya Tankatina. Are you choosing to be in the flow of infinite support, your divine support, or not? Light codes, key codes for divine support, infinite support, multidimensional support. Here's one for trusting yourself, your higher self, your multidimensional self, your divine self, to support you, to be there for you. And it's coming in a way that also will complete some slower vibrations. So sometimes the intensity is for that. Ikukunka tanko pusa tsuya. Sita kanka kuya nana sanka tina santa tunga. Siwa nano supa to tuya tanka nana tika tuya tanka tuya santa tina nanoya zata tui. You are the only one that is powerful enough to pretend that you are powerless. You have not done anything wrong. There's nothing to do that is wrong. In a way, it is a stopping of what you had been doing that is keeping out the support, so that it is not only there, yet you are in vibrational proximity to it. Here is for trusting yourself as a creator being. your higher self if you choose. And we use the word trust because that is how you would describe it. We would describe it as knowing your infinite self. Tatun patan kosanta ma soti kantan totia kantan kopa tisa. Beautiful. And here are the vibrations, and we'd invite you to also, if you choose, tone along with us or speak or utilize light language along with us to be calling forth that bespoke support that the positioning month of February has positioned you for. Uya kandantoy anasotoya koya satiwa soy koya tatoya nano sotoya kaya sotoya chi hoing kantangka toya manasoya tiwa soya tangka toy koya satoya toya toya tangka moya sanka toya nana soy koya satiwa koya nana soya koya sanania sa koya santa toya nia soko soya nia sanka poi koya moy hiang goyang 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 gang 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 Sangatoya manasatatiwa koya nanatoya tai koya taya kanka toya tia nana noya nana toya toy koya tai koya toy koya toy hiang koya toy koya toy koya toy March energy trends for 2018 transmission complete. All is light, and we are all.